Welcome back. I'm your host Ikra Shabir. Everybody asks about this will Shopify succumb to payment processor trend? So here I am. I will answer your questions today. So the share prices of the Shopify in that is called Shop remains in a downward trend as the company prepares to report earnings for the fiscal fourth quarters. Shopify stock has drifted lower with the technology sector as inflation fear has spiked and is currently trending nearly 50% off its 52 weeks highs. Analytics expect the e-commerce company to report 1.31 earning dollars per share and 1.34 billion in revenue. Investors will be looking to see if the Shopify can get back to beating analyst estimate or if the company will miss expectations as it did last quarter. While the technology sectors have been one of the worst performing of the S&P 500 of the late as concerns over potential interest rate hikes have increased, Shopify has underperformed its sector post earning price actions in other online payment processors and e-commerce stocks have dragged Shopify shares lower and ahead of the earning report. Option traders are opposing themselves for the Shopify downward trend to continue. That's because the open interest and the recent trading volumes skew towards long put options as investors appear to be taking advantage of elevated premiums ahead of earning to sell caption or to call options. Recent technology sector performance, here I will tell you about this, that the while Shopify is far from one of the top holdings of the State Street technology sectors that are called ETF by weight, and helpful to take note of the recent trends in the sector compared to the overall market. HLK has fallen 11.7 years up to date, while State Street's S&P 500 index ETF SPY has slid 8% in the same time frame. Meanwhile, Shopify shares have lost a whopping 37.8% since the start of the 2023-22. The chart below illustrates the recent performance of the Shopify stock compared to XLK and 9 of the top sectors of the S&P 500. Here I have the chart. You can see the graph XLP, XLU, and how the Shopify increasing XLY, XLK, XLRE, XLI, XLB. These are growing onward, but the Shopify growth has started from 5% or 55%. The technology sectors have experienced a recent downturn as the market has braced for the Federal Reserve's planned interest rate hikes and end of the quantitative easing in order to combat rising inflation. In an inflationary environment, tech stocks tend to underperform as large debt on their balance sheets become more expensive to hold. Rising interest rates, which counter inflation, could also reduce high growth tech companies' future earnings and bottom lines. A rough go for the payment process. While Shopify providers are the platform for small business owners to operate their business, the company should be considered a payment processor. Investors could be concerned that rising interest rate to the counter inflation could put a cramp on the consumer spending, which in turn could affect the bottom line of the Shopify small business operators. Recent stocks that execute similar business to Shopify have not fared well after earnings, while Block SQ has yet to report. Both Affirm Holding and PayPal Holdings in PayPal faced steep slides following the release of their respective earnings reports. The chart Here I am showing you the shop and the MA and the volume. There is Visa. With Shopify with several digital payments companies as well as the established long-term credit companies Mastercard Incorporated and Visa included. I think so. I have teach you a lot. If you are liking my video, then like my videos.